Good evening, everyone. It's me again, Michelle Haynes. I am the Community Outreach Coordinator for the NAACP Metuchen Edison Area Branch or NAACP MEAB branch. And we are gearing up for our Juneteenth Festival, which is coming up on Saturday, June 10th. Give me one moment. I want to let folks have a little time to get into the room, and I'm just going to give us a 30-second countdown. Hi again, everyone. I am back, and I am so excited to be joined this evening by one of our Juneteenth vendors, Sharon Smith, founder and owner of SheaCreamery. Hi,
Hello.
Sharon.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Michelle. Thank
How
you
are
so much
you?
for having me. I'm doing
Great.
great. I'm doing great. Holding on. Keeping busy.
Are you hearing a feedback?
No.
Okay, so I'm hearing a little bit of a feedback. So everybody out there in the universe, um, hang with me for just one second. Okay, I'm back. Yes, that's better. Oh my goodness. So let's try this again, everyone. It was a little weird up front because I was experiencing technical difficulties on this end. So let's try this again. Good evening. I am Michelle Haynes. I am the Community Outreach Coordinator for the NAACP Metuchen Edison Piscataway, also area branch or MEAB branch. And we are going live with our vendors for our Juneteenth festival, which is coming up on June 10th, 2023 in Edison, New Jersey at Papiani Park, Papianna Park. Beautiful lake, beautiful grounds, and we're really excited to be there. And we're really excited to be hosting upwards of 100 vendors, including food, retail, all types of vendors. And we're really excited to be joined here tonight with Sharon Smith, founder of SheaCreamery. Hi, Sharon.
Hello. Hello again.
Yes. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I can't say I'm not busy, which is a good thing.
Yes, it's
So,
fantastic.
yeah, I am. I'm grateful for that for sure. But yeah, it's been an interesting day. As you and I talked earlier,
Yes.
but
Yes, Sharon was explaining that her day was a little interesting, but at the same token, she was able to persevere and push through and make it for this interview this
that's right.
evening. So I am going to start off by asking Sharon, how did Shea Creamery start? What are the beginnings? What's the story
That's
behind Shea
the
Creamery?
story. Wow. So a lot of it I've actually put on my website, but what I'll tell you is it started with me first. I was having issues like with eczema back in
Okay.
the date myself to early 2000s, or I think I was late in the 90s. And I went to a dermatologist, and all back in the days the dermatologist would say, hey, use this ointment, use this, and it's always something that had a 14-letter name to it or something like that, something you could not
Hmm.
pronounce.
You can't pronounce it.
Can't pronounce it. The first ingredients were nothing really that were natural, and then to be very frank, they never really worked for me.
Okay.
And so for me, it was kind of like testing out things on myself. So I went, especially when the eczema would dry. and it would leave a pigmentation, hyperpigmentation, I would put, like vitamin E oil or something on my skin. But then I started combining things with like just plain raw shea butter. And over time, over the years, I just started using that as a way to combat my issues that I was having. And as a way to fast forward it, what I ended up doing was I started making it for myself, using it for myself. And I was saying to myself, why can I give this to somebody else? So who did I test it on? My family.
Of course. Family, friends.
Family,
friends. Market.
Yep. I would make little vials of the product, and just like, hey, you want to try this out? I think my biggest opportunity with my family it was actually around Kwanzaa time or Christmas time period where I was looking for something I wanted to make for them. And so I made my product. I actually went out, bought jars, created not the name of it today, but it's like Shea by Sharon. Shea by Sheer.
Oh, okay. So the name has had an evolution as well.
You got that right. And I think I made 40 jars for one Christmas event that our families come together for the holidays. And I just started to do it and I gave it away for them. And of course, everybody started using it. It was after the fact that they finished it. They were like, do you have more? I was like, no, just a one-time making of it. And that was really like, it was probably like in the later 2000s. So this has been with me, when you're like told or given something to do, you're like, I'll play with it, fiddle with it, but never really took it seriously. And fast forward, COVID.
Yes,
and COVID gave birth to what I'm doing officially now.
Okay, so you decided to pivot. That word is so overused, I feel like now.
But it is a good word.
Word for it, right?
Yep.
You pivot. You had to pivot and shift during COVID to contend with the market and the demands of it at that time. So,
well, I'll be honest. I was working I'm working my corporate job, but it only became like a weekend thing, And I'm saying to myself, my family saying, hey, make some more, we'll use it. And I was just giving it to family still. Where I live today was actually the reason why it pushed off. I actually gave it away to the management company. And in the management company, they decided to let me co-brand with them in a gift bag they were giving to their residents.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it just evolved from that. And then they had a block party. They asked me to do a vending in like where I live. So you just go downstairs with your table, put your product. That was like literally.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah. I mean, that's a really awesome way to get your product out there. If you are a vendor and you're looking to expand and build your market base, your market share, they're all different avenues. I'm glad you said that, because they're all different ways and different avenues that you can get your products or your services in front of a larger group and be seen, and not necessarily be at any cost to you, aside from making and doing what you would have done, which is just put your product together.
Exactly.
And your time. That's awesome. So I mean, I don't know about, we could chat offline, but I'm sure that there are some places, that's a thought that's just really just in my head, that we could probably link you up with to to do something similar.
It's so divinely orchestrated in everything that's been touching this, because it is through them. And one person says to me, pressure makes diamonds. She said to me, they would use it in the office and they were like, this stuff is so good. But I never knew they were talking about it. Nothing about it. And then one day I came downstairs. I was probably dropping my monthly rent off. And they were saying, do you want to participate as a vendor? I was like, I've never done a vending gig. They're like, you should. And that first gig, I sold 86 jars. Now,
wow.
I made 90. So
they were sold out as far as I'm concerned.
Practically sold out. But it was through word of mouth. A lot of people just they were telling them, we got all these, we have a lot of creatives here. So
Mm-hmm.
have opportunity, and people were, this was just, COVID was breaking. So this was 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So, people were tired of having their skin dried out from hand sanitizers and all that kind of stuff. And then because my product is very natural, you see the results very quickly. I have people who are just buying it for eczema, or just simply put that they can see their skin texture change so quickly.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's been such a blessing. And I tell you this, it's a village. It's not just me. I am the maker of it, but my sister helps me with all of my packaging. And when we first started, she helped me with going to like Zazzle to make my labels.
Yeah.
That's how we started. We started labels. We started with Amazon getting charged, but now I had to evolve because the scale has increased. Because when you start buying there, then they really get expensive when you grow. But at the end of the day, it was like bringing her in, and she has her own little side hustle.
Oh,
Well, it's
fantastic.
not even a hustle, her business, but she's helped me so much, from doing my labels, helping me with shipping, you know, helping me get for vending events. She's going to be there with me as well to help out with this event as well.
Oh,
My,
fantastic.
my mother has donated her KitchenAid mixer that she's had since 1990.
The KitchenAid, that's the coveted KitchenAid mixer. Oh my
That
gosh, I see
mixer,
it back there in all its glory.
let
Yes.
me tell you, that mixer is from early 90s. And my
Hmm.
mother used to be a bread maker and stuff like that. And she was like, well, if you're really serious about this business, I'm going to give you this. I was like, give me that. And first of all, the thing weighs 100,000 pounds. So I'm like, this one, I'm picking it up. But it's tried and true. And it has helped me evolve from doing regular shades to whips
Oh,
and
wow.
products. So it's like the whole evolution and how everything has been orchestrated. You come up with these ideas. The color shades that I make are from hibiscus leaves that I steep and
Oh,
butterfly
wow.
pea flower. So everything that I'm putting in my
It's
product,
all natural.
all natural and anti-inflammatory, antioxidants for your skin, everything that supports that. And that's what it's hard for me. Like we were talking about, it's like hard for me to cause people to, you got to make money, but it's such a passion. It came out from just a side passion of mine to
Mm-hmm.
being something that I just want to, share and let people experience what I experienced. And I'm very grateful. Even with now, what I'm doing is getting people to provide some, their testimonies of the
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely, customer testimonials are key and integral
key.
to how you market, how you move forward. Sometimes, even just offering a sample and saying, hey, recommend my product to your friends and family, because it makes a huge difference in how you begin to grow and expand and really gain visibility out there, more from like a grassroots sort of
Absolutely.
area too. And another thing that I picked up on in what you were saying is, you know, when you're using natural products, you do feel a difference in your skin and in the texture and the feel of your skin rather quickly, because your body is able to absorb it easier because
Got it.
there's less chemicals.
You got it.
Um, people, not that we don't know, but I just think we don't really keep it at the forefront, is that the largest organ in your body is your skin.
Absolutely.
It's just as important. I mean, your heart, I mean, let's face it, your heart and your brain, all those are really key and important organs and such as well. But your skin
Your skin.
is kind of letting you know what's happening internally. I Long story short is I gave up sugar for a moment. Okay.
Mm,
And I had a cup of sugar, not a cup of sugar. I had something that's very like sugar high fructose, high syrupy, high. Bleh. I
yes.
mean, it was good going down, but the next day my skin said, this is not good for
You
you.
instantly.
And everything like broke out. And I was like, what happened?
Yep.
And immediately I thought to myself, I shouldn't have had what I had. And like you mentioned, I keep vitamin E oil just because.
Yep.
And my skin was so kind of like inflamed that I had to use one of those like bars of soap, the Pure, that has absolutely nothing in it, to
Chemical. Yep.
wash my face. And then I had to use the vitamin E oil to moisturize. Now, if I had your product, I probably would have been fine because it was all natural. And that was like the only thing in the house that I could find next to using like Vaseline, which was
And
just
believe me, Vaseline is not a good move either, because that clogs your pores.
yeah. So I said, I don't think I'm gonna do the Vaseline, but so let me use
And you
vitamin
know
E
what's
oil.
so funny, Michelle, is that the way I promote the product, I actually don't tell people to put it on their face, because everybody's face,
It's
the
different.
pores and everything, how they absorb any kind of oils is different.
Mm-hmm.
But I get a lot of, I do use it from head to toe, but I honestly don't always put it on my face unless I'm seeing something. But I'm getting a lot of people telling me, oh, I'm putting it on my face. I feel the difference already when I put it. I don't need to use other moisturizers. Like, you are? They're like, yes, your product is head to toe. And I am in my hair with it from head to toe, but I don't necessarily put it on my face. And to your point, but when people tell me they are, I was like, well, shoot, I can't promote it. I just don't, I feel that there is that facial or that right there skin, everybody gets sensitive. I don't want people to tell me that I used your product and I broke out. I was like,
yeah, we didn't tell you to use it on your face, man. It's for this. And no, that's I think that's kind of like a personal call. For example, I'll buy face creams, like creams that are explicitly for my face. But my mom used to always say, anything that's good for your face, use it on your hands, use it on like the décolleté area and your neck. So I do that, even though it's not explicitly for those. But again, I would continue the way that you are, recommend it for, your body. And if people decide to use it on their face and they testify to that, hey, that's what's working for them, then I think that's different, and people can make their own, purchase and judgment based on that.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we have a couple of folks in the room watching. Again, I am Michelle Haynes, and I am chatting with Sharon Smith, founder of SheaCreamery. Nicole Hicks says that she loves at SheaCreamery, which is fantastic. In fact, I think I can put her comment up there. There we go. Oh. Yes, look at that.
Awesome.
Yes. Here, follow-up comment. She says it is the best. Yes. So
she's one of my great customers. Yes.
Fantastic. And that's what it, Nicole coming on and following you and seeing the live and hopefully sharing it with some of her friends and family is one of the reasons why, we wanted to do these lives. Again, our Juneteenth festival and celebration is on June 10th, 2023 at Papiani Park from 12 until, it's going later than what we expected. So now it's going to end out with a fireworks show starting at 8:30. It's getting bigger and bigger. That's awesome. But that's truly the end, right? So 8:30, the fireworks start.
That's a long
day. It's a long day, but
that's exciting. That's really exciting.
It's exciting. We are excited as an organization, as well as the Township of Edison. We're both really excited to put on this huge, fun day. And it's not just about us coming together and partying. Again, Juneteenth is about the freedoms that we didn't realize we had.
Yes.
And being able to say, you are really free. You are no longer slaves, to, where we're at right now with freedoms, right? And where we need to be, because, truth be told, we are free as a people, but we all know that those freedoms at times seem a little sketchy.
Yes.
And I could take probably 2 to 3 months in 24/7 lives to talk about ways that there is injustice around. But I think what we want to do is we want to focus on our small business owners, our vendors. Everybody says, well, you're just vendors, your vendors, it's your gig, it's your hustle. But no, you're a small business owner. You're part of the economy. You're driving the economy in ways that main big corporations like Walmart and Targets and things aren't necessarily doing.
Yeah.
Small business owners employ the majority of the workforce.
They do.
Despite what it sees, and also despite what we are seeing and hearing, the economy is still trying to get back on track from COVID, from everything that went down 3 years ago. It doesn't seem like it's been 3 years, but it's been 3 years now. Since we were in the summer, I call it the summer of COVID.
It feels that way. But 3 years of years that we've lost, that we are now trying to get back,
Yeah, but on the flip side of it, if we look at those 3 years in what's happened, and kind of pull the positives from it, strength businesses like what we're using right now to have our conversation and to pull others in, really became popular and born during that time. SheaCreamery had to pivot during that time. My business, had to pivot. And so what we want to do as an organization is help our small businesses that are coming out to be vendors on Juneteenth, to look at beyond Juneteenth. While we're coming together and we're celebrating, we want to now look to the future in different ways that we can grow and help each other expand, whether that's with masterminds, we do networking events, even making sure that we keep everyone apprised of different opportunities that we are having and that we can provide, as well as other opportunities that we hear about as an organization. Like, for example, our Juneteenth celebration is on the 10th, where everyone else is on the 17th. So if there are people who are still looking to vend, and unfortunately we're running out of space. Space is very, very Juneteenth limited. You can give us an email at naacpcommunityevents@gmail.com, which is right here at the bottom of the screen. But if not, if we are out of space or out of that particular category, we do know that there are some other Juneteenth events that are happening the following weekend that are still looking for people to join. So yeah, I want to take this time to pull up your Facebook page, which, by the way, at SheaCreamery on Facebook. Are you on Insta as well?
I am on Instagram as well. Same
at SheaCreamery. So let's. I'm gonna quickly make that update, and ta-da!
And I actually have YouTube, Instagram, not Instagram. I'm on. Is it what is that? TikTok?
Yes.
I'm calling myself out, but
I'll age myself. I call it the TikTok.
We have a couple of videos on YouTube as well. We have a YouTube page as well, and TikTok. So we're growing. We're just trying to get to different levels of social media, and I have to grow in that too. I'm not a major up in the camera kind of person.
Oh, no. Look, we understand that. I'm more of a Facebook person. Instagram I have, but I had to move into getting an assistant. And so that's one of her duties, is to handle my social media, because, as a small business owner, we, for the most part, wear every single hat. And it's hard when you're trying to, particularly, I would imagine for you, not only are you creating products that you currently have in market, but you're also experimenting and trying out new things to come up with your next product, with your packaging, with shipping, with labeling. And then now on top of that, you have to make sure that your bills and the billing and the invoicing, and then there's vending events, and then there's all of this. And by the way, you need to update your Facebook page. You need to update Instagram. You need to do this. So so many hats.
Yeah, I do
So
have
little
some
time.
support from that perspective too. I mean,
Yes.
like I said to you earlier, a team. You can't do
Yes.
this alone, and that's the one thing I knew out of the gate. I like to balance everything, but I can't do it all by myself.
Yes. So one way that people can definitely support, a bare minimum, is to follow you, like you, share you on Facebook and Instagram at SheaCreamery, as well as on TikTok. I've pulled up your Facebook page here. So look, I can click shop now, and I could probably go ahead and shop. There's featured products.
Yep.
Ooh, Shea sticks. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Um,
yeah. We got sticks. Remember back in the days, the old cocoa butter stick.
yes.
Now we got shea. We got shea butter in a stick, like my product I'm making now in a different sense. Yep.
Okay, fantastic.
Mhm.
And this is true. Everything starts with what you put on your skin. That is true. Yep.
What we call motivational Mondays. We try to push something out there, and I did a
Mm-hmm.
event, a private event that I was able to post. So we try to get into the different genres, like doing Mother's Day events and different things like that. And these
Yes.
pictures I take right there, we've actually, like you said, gone through our own evolution of our label too, like what we
Mm-hmm.
first started. And the young lady that I'm working with has been amazing. We also did an interview. So my interview is on my both Facebook and Instagram and on YouTube. So we have different interviews about how I started,
Yeah, fantastic.
getting there.
And then, of course, we jump on to, I'm just still scrolling. Yeah, so this looks very Afrocentric here.
This is what I started when we first started talking about the
Mm,
Juneteenth event. So I've
look at
actually, yep,
that.
I'm trying to push it.
Yes,
Yeah,
look at this. And I want to use you as an example, but every vendor, you guys can kind of take it and roll with it however you see fit. Tag us in it, and we will also keep. So here's what I'm gonna do right now because I just saw it, so I'm gonna like it and I'm gonna share it.
awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone can, you can take this event and make it as your own and pull it in as your own. There's another person. Her name is Tiffany, and she's a children's author, and she is going to be doing her author signing at our Juneteenth.
That's
So that's really taking it and making it, as your own. And we're, hey, run with it. We're here to provide support. So she created her flyer, her draft, and we've been sharing it as well. So it's really, exciting to see. This is my computer doing slow things there. It's not yours. It's not her page
I'll,
because,
I'll send it in the chats. Well, if you want me to, I could post that particular item I did in the chat too, so people could see it.
oh yeah, definitely. Right. So it's a Facebook, and hold on, I'm gonna come back up. So I guess, just in parting as we wrap up, I just want to say again that it was great, chatting with you this evening. That doing the Juneteenth event is, to me, like the first step in hopefully a great, rapport and relationship that we have with you in SheaCreamery as you, start to grow and continue to evolve your business. So, let us know if there's any way in the future, we could definitely do any sort of support, for you, any things with you, and we'll definitely look to do that.
I look forward to that, Michelle. As I keep saying, I might sound like a broken record, but I truly, truly appreciate this opportunity to work with the NAACP, the MEAB group
Yes. There's a
branch.
few. Yes.
And I do definitely look forward to doing future endeavors with you all. Really.
Yes. Fantastic. So again, I'm Michelle, chatting with Sharon, the owner and founder of SheaCreamery. Come visit Sharon, see Sharon's booth, her product, test it, buy it, share it at our Juneteenth festival on June 10th at Papiani Park in Edison, 100 Municipal Boulevard, Edison, New Jersey. And if you can't make it, or if you are, I don't know, in California or in Thailand or wherever you are watching this broadcast from, you can still support Sharon by going to her Facebook page at SheaCreamery on Facebook and Instagram, and visiting www.SheaCreamery.com and making your purchase. Sharon ships anywhere. So, you can't be out here in these streets not looking good. You have no excuse, because Sharon's creams will make your skin buttery smooth, buttery soft.
Our
Okay.
tagline is "It's all about the butters."
Oh my gosh. Yes. All about them. Okay. So, in fact, there was the one from the Mother's Day that I saw. The whipped ones looked like
Yes.
I could eat them. It looked like cream cheese. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's hilarious. I've been asked that same question. You say, "Sure you can't eat that?" I was like, "No, I'm positive. I got
Wait a minute.
disclaimers on everything."
Let me say that disclaimer, folks. Okay, that was just me joking with Sharon. SheaCreamery products are not meant for consumption. Okay, they look like they could be, but they are not. It just goes to show you how awesome natural products can be.
Yes, they are. I appreciate that.
Yes. All right, Sharon, it was great chatting. And everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening. Again, follow Sharon at SheaCreamery and come out to visit her booth on June 10th at the Juneteenth Festival. Thank you again, Sharon.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Michelle. God bless.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Okay, everyone. Again, I am Michelle Haynes. Thank you so much for joining me this evening as I chatted with Sharon of SheaCreamery. Again, to any of our current vendors, if you'd like to chat with me and go live, feel free to shoot me an email, either at, NAACP Community Events at gmail.com. If you are a vendor who's still looking to potentially participate in this event, same email address. You want to do that as soon as possible. We plan to have every vendor space, everything completely done by June 2nd, which is this Friday. So again, NAACP Community Events at gmail.com. Tomorrow I'm going live with a couple of other vendors and with some of our community partners. So you'll start to hear of the different things that are going to be happening that day on June 10th at Papiani Park. All right. Thank you, everyone. Again, enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.